that was a bit bright. Sorry about that, folks. Welcome to the Cutie Art Crusaders for episode... And that's going to be airing on the day... Yeah, I really don't know when this is going to be out. But either way, my name is Rainbow Plasma, and unfortunately this week we're not going to be having a standard Cutie Art Crusaders episode. We're going to be having something special this week that I think you guys will really enjoy. Well, you'll enjoy if you've known us for a while. Maybe not if you're just a new listener, but yeah, we're going to be heading down to PAX East, which is a video game convention down in Boston. I went down there last year and had a blast, so I decided to come down again. And I recently, or not recently, but over the last year since I've been there, I've managed to become good friends with someone named Flutterguy317, who I'm going to be spending a week with there and having lots of fun. So I thought I'd bring you guys along, because this is the first time that the CAC are ever going to meet each other, because we're all across the entire world. And I thought it'd be a cool little experience, and also will give us a little week break from the normal CAC action. So I hope you guys enjoy, and without further ado, let's get started. Hey there folks, it's 9:20 on March 20th, 2013, which means the day is finally here, where I'm heading off to Boston, so I'm just getting all my stuff prepared here. You know, I don't actually vlog that much, so it's much more comfortable for me to actually look at what I'm doing. So I've got my stuff here all prepped and ready to go, and I'm just gonna be heading down to the train, and yeah, it's gonna be real exciting. I'm going to be playing music in the background, basically straight off my iPod. So if you guys are wondering what that music was, it should be somewhere on the screen, hopefully. And yeah, just Google that. I know I can trust you to Google, right? All right, fantastic. You know, you probably can't see me here. Whew. You know, there's always something you forget on a trip. It's just a guarantee, and unfortunately for me, or rather fortunately because I thought about it, guess what I left here? Passport. Alright, so I've got this, now we can go. And of course, I missed the train. Ah. Well, this sucks. Now I'm stuck here waiting for the next train. There's a tip to all the people who are traveling. Don't forget your passport. Forget something stupid like a toothbrush that you can replace. Not your passport. Oh well, it's not going to make me late because my flight's still in like 2.5 hours, so it's not going to be a big deal, but what is wrong with me? So, long story short, now I'm in the airport, made it on time. In fact, I made it so early that I'm an hour and a half early for my flight. So, made it through security okay, and I'm starving, so I'm gonna have myself some Tim Hortons breakfast sandwich. So good, so good. And luckily for you guys, I can't put this breakfast sandwich away. Luckily for you guys, you don't have to wait this entire time because of the magic of editing.
Sometimes I think it's all I'm good for. I'm hoping this is worth the wait.
Well, it wasn't the most scenic of flights, but made it to Toronto. So hopefully the next one, I'm not going to film the next one, but hopefully we make it to Boston okay. I've just got a 2-hour layover and then an hour and a half flight to Boston. So next time I see you, I'll be in Boston. so I landed in Boston. I was gonna take a video before I met Flutter Guy, but I kind of screwed that up.
Hey.
I want to make sure it's in focus because last time we recorded this, it wasn't in focus. So there we go. That's Mr. Ted, Mr. Flutter Guy.
What's up?
Lighting's still awful, but at least it's in focus this time.
Yeah.
So we're just heading back to his place now, where we're gonna stay for the night, and then we're gonna head back up to Boston, and that's where we're gonna stay for the entire PAX East.
Yep. And then we'll be heading back.
And we're heading back again on Sunday.
It's a lot of driving.
Yeah, it's a lot of driving, but that's all right.
Worth it.
I had to wait 4 hours for planes. I think I can drive for a couple hours, so I think it'll be fine. So yeah, I would give you a sweet driving montage, but I'm pretty sure that this camera sucks, so it's not gonna look great. We'll see.
Yeah.
If there's no montage, then we'll just like cut immediately,
And then
like mid-sentence. And suddenly we're in Boston.
Yay!
Yay! So
no transitions.
yeah, no transitions at all.
Yeah.
So we completely forgot my camera battery back at your house.
Yeah.
So unfortunately that means that we had to go out and buy a new one in Boston. So we have no footage of anything past last night.
Yeah.
So, but now we have it. So we're gonna just head over to the convention center now, and check it out beforehand. See if we can get our tickets organized because we had some issues with that. But other than that, we just have a very nice hotel room here.
Yeah.
It's not huge. Smaller than my apartment, which is saying something. But got a pretty nice bed.
Plushies. Adorable.
Yeah. I don't think I've shown them my plushies that I brought. The me, of course.
For me.
Soren. And then the expensive one. The Rainbow Dash one. That was super cute. And then yours is over there.
Yeah.
You can't really see it.
Hiding behind the waterfall.
Yeah. Can't really see it.
The me.
Yeah, the you. Beauty. Yeah, so we're just gonna head down to the convention center now and shoot some footage there so we can make up for the fact that we have nothing on the way here. But yeah, and then we'll come back here and we have a little special thing that we're gonna be doing. So yeah.
Pick for burn. Let's say it's an abstract art.
Alright, so we made it to the Boston Convention Center. We're just outside here right now. We had to go inside and organize our tickets, but we've got them now.
We got tickets.
You've got your badge more ready than I do. Yeah, so you have your PAX East 3A badge there.
Yes.
And you can't really see it in there. I'll cut in a shot of me zooming in really far, but over there is you can see the PAX East stuff. We got to see inside a little bit. We didn't go into the convention hall, but they let you kind of like stand outside the glass doors and press your noses against it.
Oh yeah.
So we got to see a little bit of what they're setting up. Looks really fun. We're gonna really look forward to tomorrow. Reminds me a lot of when I came last year, so it's gonna be a good time. But yeah,
I'm excited.
Yeah, it's gonna be super
first
fun.
con, so.
Yeah, this is your first con ever, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, first con.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to. Oh, we have to remember to buy Purell because we're gonna get sick after this con.
Right.
So we have to definitely do that. But yeah, this is where we're gonna be tomorrow. It's a really cool place. We're gonna try to get as much footage as we can from the inside once the convention's actually started, and show you guys some cool photos that we take along the way and stuff like that. But
Yep. Adorable creepers and
yeah, there was a creeper inside there. So all right, well, we're gonna go back to our hotel room now and
see you guys.
await tomorrow's con opening.
Yep.
Skies are dark, a lifeless, sanguine abyss. Keep hoping for a day when you think you'll be missed. So start your journey 1,000 times, you've done this before. Cause the life worth living isn't there anymore.
Okay, stop the time lapse. We're gonna watch you eat this.
I don't even know how to begin.
Just go for it.
Oh God.
It's gonna be so messy.
I know.
Come on, be a man. Oh God, that's an awful noise. Oh man.
I didn't even get the apple yet.
You didn't even get the apple? No. The apple is safe. Well, that's interesting. Okay, so it is nighttime out now, and we've been spending the rest of this afternoon, well, other than eating, doing...
Eating. More eating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eating a lot. We actually went to Quincy Marketplace again.
Yep.
As I've probably shown pictures on the screen. If I haven't, whatever, we'll be back again.
Oh yeah.
So, I mentioned before that we were doing something for PAX East, and here's what I'm doing. So, other than my watch and my ring, shades, wings, ears. Actually, those are really good ears.
Oh yeah.
And then
I forget who I got those through. It was
Etsy.
Someone on Etsy, yeah.
Yeah, someone on Etsy.
Yeah.
Both of them that came with the same thing.
Yep.
Yeah. I think the most interesting part is not the Applejack pants
Yeah.
and not the Applejack, well, general hat.
Yeah.
Or your plushie on top of it. But it's probably the wig.
Yeah.
Even the ears are like, well, you know, ears.
Yeah. I should probably beef those up, but
I still say you should have just dyed your hair.
I probably should have.
Everfree Northwest, dye your hair. So speaking of dyeing hair, it's a great transition. Holy cow! Speaking of dyeing hair,
Master of segues.
I don't have a wig, so we come into our bathroom with a tiny toilet. This is a tiny toilet.
It is a tiny
We
toilet.
are not tall individuals, and I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get this all in. But like here, Ted, you and I are about 5'8", 5'9".
Yeah, I don't know what it is in centimeters.
This is like 2 feet tall. Like, I'm looking down on it, and usually that's not the case. Anyways.
So, yeah.
Anyways. We have some funky blue hair dye. Probably shouldn't product place that. So
Well,
we're gonna...
Yeah.
Who cares? So we're going to now attempt to dye my hair. So hopefully it goes well. We're gonna try to not stain like everything because everything in this hotel room is white.
Yeah.
So hopefully we won't stain anything. We're gonna have to like move all these towels and stuff.
But I think he's gonna have to sleep on a towel or something.
Yeah, I'm gonna maybe. Well, we'll see. We'll let it dry and have
Yeah,
all that. John Catherine. Yeah, so that's gonna be fun. So. Oh god. I don't even know like where to start. I think that's the worst part, just like the starting phase.
Yeah.
Like how much do you put on your hands?
I'd say start with a little, and then
Just like do like a thing at the front.
Yeah.
Well, this is styling gel too, so it can go like crazy.
yeah.
God.
Oh my god.
Look at how blue that is. That's like
I know.
paint.
I know.
Well, all in all, I could have done a lot worse. To be honest with you.
We're gonna apply more tomorrow. And,
Yeah. So we've completely ruined a hotel hand towel thing. I kind of expect that though. They know that there's people here who are going to be doing soup stuff.
it's better
If you
to be
fold
here
it right, it actually doesn't look that bad. So we're gonna let this dry and then attempt to style it and see if it comes out. Right now it's still wet, so it's still coming out of my hands. But maybe it'll dry. I don't know how I'm gonna hold my head. Okay, so it's been 2 hours since we put in the hair dye.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, like an hour and a half, 2 hours, and
It's looking okay.
yeah, it's looking better than it initially did.
Yeah.
I just went through it and just like kind of combed, made it weird.
Yeah.
It's definitely a gel, so it means that A, I'm not showering tomorrow, or if I am showering, I'm showering with a hairnet. And B, we might not be keeping this for the entire weekend. Maybe just tomorrow, and then maybe Saturday, depending, because at some point I want to shower. Shower my hair. I'll probably shower each day, but shower my hair as well. So it's 11 p.m. We need to get up in 8 hours, so
Yep.
we should go to bed now. But yeah, the hair's looking good. Hopefully it holds up tomorrow. We need to find that hairnet. It's right there. Put that on. But yeah, tomorrow's a big day, so that should be a lot of fun, and hopefully we'll get you guys some good footage from PAX.
Hey guys.
End of PAX, day 1.
Yep.
So, I'm not sure where I'm going to put this. This might be at the very beginning, but I guess we can kind of recap and then show you guys pictures. The problem was that we didn't charge this recorder's battery.
Yeah.
Suck at that. So, we took a lot of pictures, but not a lot of video footage.
Which is actually probably not that bad, because then we can montage it. And
Yeah, while we're talking. So,
Yeah.
I'm going to use your camera to kind of prompt.
yeah.
So yeah, today today was the day that I cosplayed. God, that's an awful picture. But today's the day that I cosplayed.
Better ones.
So that's the wings, the ears, blue hair, Soren.
He's already gotten rid of.
Yeah, no, it was really easy to get rid of the blue hair, which obviously you saw. Yeah, we got a lot of positive feedback from people.
Yeah.
I was actually surprised. I was expecting a lot more like people like hating on us, and being like, "Oh, bronies," but everywhere we went was like really friendly. And
We got a lot of like people who are running the con, like coming up to us and asking us to take our picture because they're like, "You guys are awesome."
And it wasn't necessarily just people who were bronies either. There were some people who were coming up and like just liked good costumes.
Yeah.
I would hardly call ours good costumes,
Well, I think
but apparently we reached some sort of standard.
one guy was like, "I like original idea costumes or like costumes that look like you actually, I don't know."
Bought on Etsy. So okay, we started out. We went out really early, like 8 in the morning, and there were just insane lines, crazy lines.
Yeah, in the cold.
Right. So we were standing out in the cold for an hour.
Well, we got there at 7. We got let in at.
Well, no, we got there at
Or
8.
got there at 8. We got let in at. Yeah, it was probably an hour.
Yeah. So it was about an hour. Funnily enough, just as we were getting in, the lines devolved into a stampede.
It was chaos.
We didn't take any pictures of that, but basically it just devolved and
we're not really sure how it happened. Also, there's a bunch
also
of
there's like a
Paxers.
party in our hall.
Yeah.
So, cool. But yeah, so we ended up in like a huge line. You're gonna see a bunch of pictures here of like the crowd that we were in for the PAX. We were actually pretty close to the front. We were second row, so we were like first couple hundred for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
Maybe like 300th or something, which sounds like a lot, but there's like 100,000 people at the con. So
Yeah, and once we were inside, it wasn't really bad, like the wait. I
Yeah.
mean, we were inside, we sat down a little bit.
yeah, the first thing we did was actually into the We Love Fine booth.
Yep, we
Correct.
got some shirts. Do you have your shirt?
I'll grab mine. Yeah, so it's like a Rainbow Dash. It's really nice. These t-shirts smell awful.
Yeah, well, that's any We Love Fine shirts.
That's true.
You gotta wash them.
So yeah, we grabbed some lunch.
Yep.
Actually, we made a little video.
We made a little
so
video of lunch.
Let's just play that.
Okay.
Hey, so we're at PAX. Finally, we're in here. It was a crazy wait. We had about a 2-hour wait, but we're finally in here. As you can see here, we wanted to just show off a little bit because we're not going to be taking too much footage inside because we're going to be out and about doing stuff through these 3 days. But wanted to show you the cosplay stuff that we were doing because I'm only really going to be wearing this today because these ears are very painful to have on, and everything's kind of in the way. So we're going to be cosplaying for a day, hopefully meeting up with some people. Here, let me show you. That's also cosplaying as AJ with his ridiculous wig.
Yes.
But yeah.
That's crazy.
So, yeah, and the ears. So, yeah, we'll be heading around PAX. Hopefully we can get some footage like tomorrow or the next day or something like that. But, yeah. You should have come. You should have been here. Sorry, guys.
Gotta run up.
So that was a little video.
Yeah. But yeah, so before lunch we visited a couple of booths, did some sightseeing. We saw, who was this? The
Oh no, it was
the
God, people made Battle Block,
Yeah,
Alien Hominid, Castle Crashers, those people.
yeah.
I can't remember the name. People from Newgrounds. Oh god, I'm gonna myself for that.
I can't remember the name either.
Anyways,
So they had some technical difficulties with a couple of the Battle Block machines. So they opened them up and inside was an Xbox.
so they had like these joypad, like old arcade style. Turns out they were just wired up to Xboxes.
Yeah.
And we came back later, and they were actually just like people were just holding the Xbox controllers because they gave up on the joypads.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was fun. There's huge crowds.
Yeah, so many people. It was ridiculous.
Hmm.
But I was kind of expecting that because like this is your first PAX.
This is my first con ever.
I went to, yeah, and I went to PAX last year.
Yeah.
And it's about the same crowds. It's still pretty amazing to see in general. Like
Yeah.
look over that crowd and stuff like that.
We went to the Nvidia booth, which was pretty cool because they were showing off Shield, which is like their handheld console thing.
They were also showing off the same headset that I use to record the podcast, which
Yes.
is funny.
Yeah.
Which is the Turtle Beach X12s.
Yeah.
Sponsors.
Please.
Yeah, so
They were showing off that. What other booths did we see?
We played Neverwinter.
Oh
at
yeah.
the NVIDIA booth.
The NVIDIA booth was funny because nobody was going to it because like everybody's like, oh, it's just hardware.
Yeah.
But they were having like so many different games being played that were on the floor elsewhere. So we got to play like Neverwinter before they had server issues, and like there was a bunch of games that like had hour-long lines that we got to play just because people didn't see them at NVIDIA.
Yeah, because there are a lot of like hardware manufacturers there who were like had a bunch of different games set up. Because I guess they partnered with the different game companies or whatever. Because Neverwinter's not out yet for a while, I guess.
Yeah, they haven't even announced the open beta.
Played stuff because.
You just showed me the League of Legends thing, which makes me think of Burned, which is funny.
Yes.
We took a bunch of pictures of the League of Legends booth, not because either of us like League of Legends, but because it'll probably piss Burned off.
Okay, so literally half of the tabletop gaming section is dedicated to Magic, and there's a giant League of Legends booth. And
all of those things, neither one of us are interested in.
But Burn
Swears by both.
loves both of them, so
Sucks for you.
No, we sent him some pictures, or I think we texted him. We didn't send him any pictures yet.
Well, he'll see them here, so. You better watch this episode, Burned.
So then we went to panels. Rainbow Plasma went to the Rooster Teeth panel, and I went to go see Bill Amend.
You go first.
So Bill Amend is the creator of a comic strip called Foxtrot, for those of you who don't know. And basically this comic strip is kind of, it's like a family comic strip, but there's like geeky elements involved. Like he kind of tries to bring physics and math and games and stuff into it.
And you got a picture with him afterwards?
Yes.
Like you got like a book signed?
I got a book signed for my sister actually, because she's also a big fan of him. So,
Adorable.
Yeah. So that was pretty awesome.
Yeah, and I went to the Rooster Teeth panel because I'm huge fans of them. We got pictures with Miles and Carrie, the writers in the new series Ruby. I remember Miles from like 2 years ago in Toronto Fan Expo, and I got to talk to him. And we'll talk about this a little bit more, but Rooster Teeth's a good time to kind of mention, like, because I was at the last PAX and I got to meet a bunch of YouTube celebrities or people that I think are cool and important. And everyone at PAX is just so happy to see you.
Yeah.
And like so friendly too. Like Miles in this picture. I got to see Ray. Last year at PAX I got to sit beside Ray when he was announced that he had his job. And so I got to shake his hand, and like this year I saw him again. He was like, yeah, you're the guy who shook my hand for the first time afterwards. And like Miles was like, oh yeah, it's great that you remember that. And everybody's just so friendly. And like I got to see like Nova from the Creatures who I saw last year. The Machinima people, like all these people that I met and like really respect, and they're still like so. Everybody's just so happy to see each other. They're so positive. There's not one single person who like I met at there that was like very dismissive.
Yeah.
Which is good.
Everyone was very, very nice and open.
Oh, this was
That was Bastion.
Bastion.
Who's the studio?
Oh God. Supergiant Games.
Supergiant Games, yeah. They were demonstrating a new game called Transistor.
Thank you for remembering the name.
Yes, which looks really awesome. Like if you haven't played Bastion, go and play it because it's phenomenal. The artwork and the narration and stuff is great. And it basically looks like that, but
it looks like that, but
there's other aspects to
it definitely looks like a new game.
Yeah.
But if you like the style of Bastion, they're not walking away from that.
Yeah.
It's like they're adding on to it.
Yeah.
Just changing it slightly, but keeping the base formula, which is good because I really love Bastion, so they can keep doing that.
Of course, the line to actually play Transistor was an hour and 45 minutes long, so...
But there was like no one watching it, so we could just stand at the front and watch the game.
Yeah, we watched it for a little bit. We talked to some of the guys who were there, and unfortunately it's coming out next year, so...
Yeah, 2014.
Yeah, so we're gonna just have to...
I'm really excited for that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, so...
Okay, so the big event of the day was, there was like this really... I don't want to say disorganized, but like not very well organized, like not very well announced Brony meetup. So we ended up walking over to the handhelds, and it was actually a pretty big group of people, surprisingly. And we got to meet a lot of awesome people. Someone who definitely outdid my Sauron costume, and his girlfriend who just put off a great Rainbow Dash costume.
Yeah.
There was like a photo finish.
Oh, the photo finish costume was great
God,
too.
that picture makes it look like I'm wearing a bra. Really close. I'm glad I couldn't see my back the entire time. Yeah, like there was a great There's some pretty good costumes.
Mm-hmm.
Just generally, there's like a bunch of awesome people there. That's a funny picture.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that was a lot of fun. We then went down to the We Love Fine booth.
We rated them.
Yeah, we kind of rated them. We had a bunch of ponies go down to We Love Fine, which is really awesome. Some people bought some stuff. We'd already bought our stuff, so we didn't buy anything else. But
Yeah. Delver's Drop
Delver's Drop.
by Pixelscopic. Pixelscopic, yeah.
Yeah, Delver's Drop was really cool. These pictures are really blurry because I suck. But it was kind of... I feel insulting by saying it was like Zelda-ish, but if you imagine like the old SNES Zelda top-down dungeon crawler kind of thing, it's like a way updated version of that. The art style is really fantastic.
Basically, each level, like, there's a hole in the center, and it's covered up at the start, and then after you kill all the monsters in the level, then the hole opens and you drop down. Yeah. Which, it looks phenomenal.
Yeah. We actually got to... you died. I made sure I was waiting to make sure that I got a screen of you.
Yeah.
But we actually had to talk with the art director.
Yeah.
So that was a lot of fun.
Yeah. And a lot of the indie games are coming out for Linux, which is
Yeah, you like it.
because I run it basically.
The indie guys are just they're so great because it's so much fun talking to them and like getting to meet the developers too. Like there's something to be said about like getting to talk to the people who've actually put in the hard work into putting that game out.
Yeah.
I know you can't really do that with like big development studios, but it's really nice. Like
Well, big development studios also have tons and tons of people.
exactly, that's what I mean.
Like yeah, indie studios. It's always nice to see them come out to like these kind of events because this is basically their marketing.
Yeah, I feel like
So,
I'm not sure if it's underrated, but I think the indie games are definitely my favorite part of PAX East, and we saw a lot of them and they were really good.
yeah, and we'll probably end up playing some more tomorrow. So I think tomorrow, we're not sure if we're gonna cosplay again. I might because I have the wig, but
Yours is easy.
yeah,
I'm not dyeing my hair again.
he's not dyeing his hair again. So
I mean, like I'm not against it, but that dye is like awful, and it just like makes your hair all clumpy. And then like the only way for it to work and like not come off on everything is to wait for it to like harden into like this horrible like shell with like clumpy hair, which is why my hair looked awful. Like last night I had to like sleep on like a towel, and
yeah, I felt bad for you.
today was definitely the fullest day, so we'll have like the most amount of coverage from this day. Like this video is, I think I'll probably like 20 minutes long already. Yeah, it's 21 minutes long.
Yeah. We're gonna take
But
it aside.
but yeah, like today is definitely the biggest day. The rest of the stuff is more like filler stuff, like the stuff that we missed.
Mm-hmm.
The Friday is always the biggest day of PAX East, so.
Yeah, I mean tomorrow's gonna be a lot of gameplay on the floor. We might hit up the tabletop stuff, but and then after that, it's meetup.
There's some panels and we're eating dinner with your friends, so.
Yeah.
I'm exhausted. I'm gonna go to bed.
Yeah, me too.
All right. Well, we'll see. Hopefully, we'll get some more video for you guys tomorrow.
Yeah, charge the battery.
Yeah, I'm gonna charge the battery right after I turn this off. So.
All right, we'll see
Cool.
you guys in a minute.
5 seconds.
Wow. Hey guys. So second day of PAX.
That's over now.
Yep.
Although it's technically just starting for you guys.
So we're gonna do the same kind of thing. We had a lot more video this time.
Yeah, I actually got to shoot video because we remembered the battery.
Yeah.
So
And we have some pictures too. Then we'll throw those up on the screen.
it's gonna be a lot. This is gonna A, be shorter because yesterday's was too long.
Yeah.
And B, also be more general because I don't remember what kind of video I took. So we'll just intersperse stuff here and there.
Yeah. So we slept in a little bit today because there wasn't really anything that we wanted to necessarily see early on. But we got there. We walked across some of the walkways, which was kind of cool because you could see the whole con and you could see all the people in the crowds. And we took a couple more shots of the magic thing for Burned.
Yeah. Today, like, the Saturday is the big day for most people because Saturday is when a lot of people come out because they can't come out on the Friday. They can't take the Friday off work or school or whatever. So they buy like a Saturday pass or like a Saturday Sunday pass and come out for then. Like for people who have 3-day passes, Friday's the big day because that's the first day.
Yeah.
So like us, Friday's the big day. So for example, on Saturday, that's when everybody comes. So you have the most people on Saturday, and second of all, that's when everybody cosplays.
Yes.
So we'll talk about that. Do we have any video cosplayers?
I don't think so.
We'll just talk about it quickly. There was a lot of Brony cosplay today.
Yeah.
A lot more than yesterday.
We did not cosplay today.
No.
I wore this shirt.
Same, and I had a little where's Soren?
Where's Soren?
I don't know where Soren went. Oh, he's still in my jacket. Okay, so oops. I had a little
I had the same little Soren, and I just had him in like my little jacket pocket.
Yeah.
So I didn't want to dye my hair again, and the ears yesterday hurt, and the wings just made it harder to maneuver. So I figured I'd just wear a little Soren and be good enough. So
Yeah.
a lot of cosplay, a lot of bronies, like much more evident today.
Yeah, we saw a lot of people in like the hoodies with the mains, and we saw a couple of cosplayers.
We didn't get any footage or pictures of this, but there was a guy who had the Rainbow Dash hoodie and a Velociraptor like mask.
Yeah.
So he was like Velocidash.
If he's still there tomorrow, we should get a picture.
We should definitely.
Yeah. So we went back to the transistor booth. They're the
Oh yeah,
giant
we went
things.
there because we wanted to see if the line would be shorter.
Yeah.
Funny story, it was about twice as long.
3-hour wait. So
And then they had a sad little, like
Yeah.
thingy. They had whatever you call them.
Was it
from
gas fellow or something like that?
Yeah, something like that.
So cute. So we checked out the indie stuff a bit more. We met a cosplayer who was
Applejack.
cosplaying Applejack.
Yeah.
Which was kind of cool.
She was super nice, and it was like her first con ever. So she had these little like apple things.
Yeah,
so
she was handing out apples. I'm gonna go grab one.
Yeah, so she was handing out little these like how to describe them, like little apple tokens. She had a bunch of them, and like everybody who recognized her would get these apple tokens. So that was cool.
Then we got some pictures with her, and she got a picture with us. And I don't know. I kind of wanted to be in my cosplay, but it was not really worth it.
She was a cutie, but she was with her husband.
Yeah. So. So we met up with her. We saw the Neverwinter booth again. We did.
Line is still long.
The line basically wrapped around the booth and then started like where it ended.
I mean, this might be like an early proclamation, but like Neverwinter seems like my game of the not game of the year, but like game of PAX, like the thing I'm most excited for.
It was weird because like we had no idea who the studio was behind it because it says Dungeons and Dragons Neverwinter, and so we finally figured it out.
And the very front of it, like below eyesight, usually covered by people, was Perfect World. I don't even know what they've made before.
Yeah, I don't know.
We stopped by the Machinima booth because nobody knows this, but I used to work for Machinima, so I know some people there, but we caught up with. Cnanners and Hutch was there, and a couple of other people. I don't remember.
Yeah, Hutch was playing chess.
He was playing chess with some guys, and Cnanners was really awesome. Again, like yesterday I mentioned, everyone at PAX was just so happy to see you, and it was no different today. Everyone that we saw, like all the YouTube celebrities, were really awesome.
Yeah, this was kind of cool. We didn't really visit the League of Legends table or booth or whatever.
We just kept walking past it.
Yeah, but they were actually like drawing stuff there. Like someone had a tablet and was drawing stuff, and it was showing up on the screen.
I think they were designing a like an alternate character skin for a current character.
Yeah.
And it was something. I think it was like crowdsourced yesterday. So like yesterday at the League of Legends booth, you could like contribute towards what this costume would be, and then they were like drawing the concept sketches today.
Yeah.
League of Legends booth, I feel like is something that you could sit at for hours if you're into that kind of thing.
Burn.
And I think people would like. I think if Burn came to this con, we'd just leave him there for a couple of hours.
Yeah, no, he could probably sit there and be happy and content and stuff.
So the biggest thing today that we want to talk about is the NVIDIA panel, because we were just like, let's just go to the NVIDIA panel, but it turned out to be really, really awesome.
Yeah. I had seen some NVIDIA panels, not from PAX, but from other events like in the past, and it seemed like pretty cool, like what they were doing, and so yeah, we decided to check it out.
Well, first of all, like it's hard to describe. Just listen to this. Listen to this clip.
That monitor and that keyboard and that mouse, it's a total package worth more than $4,000.
That was basically the entire time, just...
Yeah, so many clappers.
It wouldn't have been bad if it was hands, but basically what they did was they handed out a bunch of stuff, and it was like, loudest person gets the prize. And they said they handed out over $10,000 worth of prizes.
Yeah, and then well, more than that, because they had to...
Oh yeah, they handed out like 3 Titan graphics cards, which is the most powerful graphics card in the world, which is like $1,000 each. They gave away a PC, which was worth like a PC build, which was worth over $4,000. They gave away a bunch of graphics cards like 660, 680, stuff like that.
Yeah.
And just like so many other like keyboards
keyboard mouse combinations. That was, I don't know, we didn't get anything.
Yeah, we
already had
were like
t-shirts.
in the middle. Yeah, we had gotten t-shirts from the booth.
And I really didn't want to like stand on chairs, so.
Yeah.
What they showed was actually cool,
Yeah.
like ignoring all the loud noise giving away thousands of dollars. Like they actually showed some pretty cool stuff. For example, one of the things that they showed was their PhysX engine, which they used Hawken, the game Hawken, which is on the show floor. We haven't played it yet, and they're showing like destruction physics. So like everything was destructible. If you landed the mech too heavily, the ground would destruct, and you could actually fall through it and all that stuff. And it looks pretty cool.
Yeah. They did some water physics. I forget what it was called.
It was Wave something. Waveworks.
Waveworks.
He kept calling it Waterworks. And like all the OCD and the people in the audience were like, it's Waveworks. you didn't even know what Waveworks was. But yeah, so they showed off this. It was basically like real-time water, like not pre-animated. Like they could change the settings based on wind all the time. And
it was pretty cool because it was basically a particle animation in real time, and they had a ship that was sailing, and it was updating the ship's position based on the actual
so it would go over
particles
those.
of the water.
That was pretty cool. And then they had like a face model thing.
Yeah.
Those kind of demos are more like, they say that they're, like this could be happening this year, but in reality, like for everyone, it's going to happen in like 2 years or so.
Yeah.
We're going to be seeing this.
I mean, basically the PhysX is already on some some GPUs.
Right. Like Hawken, which is a game out right now.
Yeah.
You can technically do it, but the problem is
The
they were
FPSs,
showing like the FPSs, and they showed a chart, and they showed that the very bottom was Titan, the most powerful graphics card in the world, worth $1,000, and they were saying like with Hawken, you could have the destructible physics, and it would play at 100 frames per second.
Yeah.
That's it, 100, the most powerful graphics card in the world.
Yeah.
They had like the 660, it would play with 40 frames per second.
Yeah.
So if you
And
get anything below a 660, you can't play it. So it's not going to be something that's in every, just like the same with probably with the Waterworks.
Yeah.
Waveworks, I don't care.
Whatever it is.
It's not going to be, but it's going to be starting to come into games next year, and then 2015 you're probably going to see it like everywhere, which is awesome because that's exactly, if you talk to gamers about some stuff, like I'm sure it's like it's the three things, like facial animations, destruction physics, and water all are things that need to be worked on, and it seems like NVIDIA is working on those.
Yeah, and it was really cool because they were showing off a lot of these games, and they actually brought some of the game like CEOs or developers up on stage.
Well, they brought Randy Pitchford on stage for the Shield.
For Shield, yeah, and they brought someone for Hawken, I think.
I think it was a senior producer.
Senior producer for Hawken, yeah.
Yeah.
Which is kind of cool because it means that they're like, kind of teaming up.
So Shield is NVIDIA's handheld thing. I think we talked about it. Slash got some footage yesterday.
Yeah.
It's basically a handheld for NVIDIA that can stream stuff from your computer at so all the GPU is done on your computer, and then it just puts it onto your handheld.
Yeah. It has like an NVIDIA Tegra 4, which is their latest handheld processor, which I guess there's like other, I don't know if it's in smartphones, but other handheld devices, like I think the Sony Ericsson might have
like a Tegra 3.
A Tegra 2 or 3 or something like that. But basically they were kind of explaining, it runs Android, so you can play all your Android games, and they have other games like custom made for it that you can also run on it, and then you can also stream like your entire library of games from your computer.
Like Steam you can do, like because I'm not gonna buy it, but it seems interesting that NVIDIA is starting to move into the market of not just PC. Obviously it's like a complement to a PC, but it's also something new.
Yeah.
I don't know. It seems like they didn't announce a price.
Yeah.
Even though there's people from the audience screaming, "What's the price?" and they just kind of pass through it, eyes down.
We do know that it runs OpenGL EL. Wait, what was it? OpenGL EL.
All I remember
2.0.
All I remember is 2.0.
Yeah. Because someone asked the question,
and they didn't know the answer.
And they didn't know the answer.
So they brought it up later.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, it looks cool. If I ever got one, which I probably am not going to get, I don't think I would use it to stream games from my PC. It would probably just be to play the.
Well, it was what I was telling you, right? Like, you have to be close enough. You have to be on Wi-Fi in order to stream it from your PC to your handheld.
Yeah.
But if you're on the same Wi-Fi,
why would on a day-to-day basis, why wouldn't you just play it on your PC?
Yeah.
You know, with your big monitor, not a tiny little thing, you know, handheld.
Yeah.
They were like, if you want to play it in bed, but it seems like an oddly specific thing in order to buy like a probably $200 handheld for.
Yeah.
There's no price things yet.
Yeah.
Also, you brought up a good point, which is like maybe like you could have like internet cafes where they have these things behind the scenes, and then you just connect to the Wi-Fi and you can play different games on it.
Yeah.
But again, it
With
seems
different people,
doesn't
so.
seem like a day-to-day use kind of thing.
Yeah.
But again, it's kind of cool. Just like
They
right now the other stuff from Nvidia is not really day-to-day use.
Yeah.
But it's still cool to see.
They had who was it? The CEO of
Gearbox.
Randy
Pitchford.
Yeah. Come on, and he was playing Borderlands 2.
Yeah, he was playing Borderlands 2, being streamed. So it's streamed from the PCs that they had up on stage onto his handheld, and
which was kind of cool, but it's like not something that you would do every day.
and also like it just seemed like the screen like they had like an over-the-shoulder cam of him playing, which was cool, which is fine. I don't know, like I understand you can't really stream it onto another screen then, but I don't know. I can't imagine playing Borderlands on a screen this big.
Yeah.
You know, like the screen, like that's probably generous for the screen size.
Mm-hmm.
I can't imagine being like, I feel like I'd have to hold it here.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I don't know. It's an interesting device. I probably won't get one though.
Yeah,
But,
same.
Yeah.
Again, it's kind of like just like it's nice to see them pushing the boundaries. That's what Nvidia does, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's the time. Whoa. 1, 2, 3, go. That is whoa. You know the odds of that? 1, 2, 3, go.
So actually, before we went to the panel, we met up with some other bronies.
Which we have no footage of. Woo!
Yeah.
I thought it'd be awkward to record people that we were staying with.
Yeah.
So.
Basically, we had expected to have lunch with some people at 2, and I guess there was a panel that they ended up going to.
Yeah, we just ended up meeting up with the people that I hung out with last year, so it was nice to kind of catch up with them.
Yeah.
We walked around with them a little bit afterwards, and then we split when we went to the Nvidia panel.
Yeah. We actually did meet up with the people who we were supposed to meet up with.
Yeah, that
at
couple,
2.
the
Like,
Rainbow Dash Soren couple. Yeah.
Yeah, afterwards, which was kind of fun seeing them again.
Nice.
And then like we were just kind of standing around, and like all of a sudden, more people kept coming in and stuff like that. And we got like
I feel like we're starting, like at this event, we're starting to become like the Brony Central, because every single time. Maybe this is just like mob mentality, but every single time we stop and start talking to other bronies, like it's like a magnet.
Yeah.
And like everybody's just like pony, 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 and like suddenly we've got like
Do you have a pony shirt? I have a pony shirt. Hey,
10, 15 people like suddenly just like form a group.
Yeah.
So we have to be careful not to stop too often apparently.
No, but everyone was really nice. It was fun.
That's awesome. That's basically it.
And we might be meeting someone who watches our show tomorrow.
Yeah, that's
Which would
cool.
be really awesome.
Which would be our first fan interaction.
Yeah.
Bar burned meeting someone and not telling them.
Yeah.
Because I can just imagine like we'll text them tomorrow and be like, we did our first fan meetup, and Bird's like, nah, I actually met someone like 3 months ago.
Come on, Bird.
Yeah.
We love you.
Yeah. But again, if you can manage to drag me out of bed at 9.
Yeah. Which means we have to get to bed now.
Yeah, we're going to bed. So
We'll
see you guys tomorrow.
But in a show.
Puppy break! Puppy wah! Puppies!
Hey guys, we're tired.
PAX Sunday. Woo!
So we finished up PAX yesterday.
Because we didn't actually record anything yesterday.
Yeah, we were kind of rushed because we had checked out our hotel and gone over to PAX, and then we had to drive back 2 hours to my place. So
PAX Sunday is always it's always like the catch-up day for most people, because Sunday's the last day, so people are like, okay, well, what did I miss? We weren't like that because we saw everything that we wanted to see.
yeah, I mean there was some stuff that we didn't see, but it was like, I don't know, stuff that we didn't necessarily want to see.
Saw everything that we wanted to see in the first 2 days. So yeah, we ended up, like you said, we checked out first, but like you still had your car in parking, so we just went down to the convention. So it's the morning of Sunday, like 10 in the morning, so we got up early, because you're doing a something tournament.
Yeah, hopefully, well, I'm signed up for a Carcassonne tournament.
Carcassonne. Carcassonne? Carcassonne?
Carcassonne. Yeah, it's a tile game. It's kind of fun.
Well, I'm probably gonna have to put subtitles on this because it's loud in here. Even though there's no one here, we're like the only people in tabletop because everybody wants to go to the expo hall. So we're sitting in the middle of just empty tables, waiting for the tournament to start, which is starting like 20 minutes.
Yeah, so we're just gonna sleep until then.
Yeah, basically we're just sleeping until then.
Yeah.
But we have that, and then we have 2 panels, Gearbox panel, and then PAX panel.
Yep.
And then
we're hopefully meeting up with Zargos from IRC/Twitter.
every single time you say IRC, it reminds me of my grade school. Because my grade school's like initials were IRC.
Really?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
So yeah, that's what we're doing today. I'm gonna just sit here and be tired for an hour, and then I'll be fine. I should go get some more 5-hour energy drink because apparently I'm addicted to that.
Don't do it, man. Don't do it.
Okay, hopefully you can get some footage of you playing, and people won't be like, "Don't film that." That's Carcassonne.
Yeah, no, I'm sure you can film it. It's probably gonna be fine.
Cool. Let's get some footage of that. You entered in that.
Yes, the Carcassonne tournament. Yeah. So I play, or I used to play Carcassonne back at university with some friends of mine, and so I figured I would try and enter the tournament. Ended up losing the first round by 1 tile, and yeah.
Well, you say 1 tile, but technically it was like it was like a good amount of points.
Yeah, it was a good amount of points.
If you got
I had that 1 tile, and then I had a backup too, that if I gotten a different type of tile, I would have won as well.
Yeah, it was really interesting because like I had no idea what the heck that game was. But by the end of the game, like by the end of the, oh god, can't speak. By the end of the game, I like knew what was going on and everything.
Yeah, the scoring's a little tricky to get down, but
yeah, I didn't know the scoring, but other than that,
Mhm.
I understood everything, like how stuff works.
good game, everyone. Good game.
You lost. I know. So disappointed in you. I'm gonna shun you. I'm gonna drive back without you. That was the deal, right? That's how you gotta ride home, is you have to win? Well,
I'm your ride home.
yeah, you're my ride home.
Yeah, it's gonna
Good job! Don't leave me!
French.
So, yeah, there was that. And then we immediately went to get in line for the Gearbox panel.
Mhm.
Gearbox is the people who make Gears of War. Gears of War?
No, not Borderlands.
It's 6 p.m. on Monday, and I just got up like 2 hours ago.
Yeah, we slept.
Borderlands.
Yeah, Borderlands 2.
And Aliens, Colonial Marines. But
But we
mostly
don't-
Borderlands.
Yeah, we don't mention that.
Yeah, don't talk about Aliens, Colonial Marines.
So that was a lot of fun. There's a panel of like people.
Neither one of us are huge Borderlands fans.
No, but it was
interesting.
Yeah, it was still kind of cool because, well, they did a couple of giveaways.
Yeah, we got free stuff.
Yeah.
We got everyone who was in the theater got the new character DLC for free.
Mhm.
So we've got codes for that. I don't know what I'm gonna do with mine.
Yeah, see, I never actually bought Borderlands or Borderlands 2, so I may either buy it or give my code to someone.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna give my code to a friend who plays Borderlands. So.
Yeah. So that was cool. And then we just kind of stayed in the theater and waited for the PAX panel.
Right, so
Penny Arcade.
a lot of
guys.
people who don't know what PAX is Penny Arcade Expo. Penny Arcade is like a big video game webcomic.
Mhm.
Neither one of us are, again, fans of it.
Yeah.
We don't really know anything about it, but like because I've been to PAX before, I kind of know like the people, Mike and Jerry who run the show, or people might know them as Gabe and Tycho.
Mhm.
And so last year I went to their panel not because I knew them, but because it was right before another panel, and so I figured why not. And they're hilarious people.
Yeah,
Like,
they're so funny.
they're super fun. And they actually had some really cool things to say, which we'll show here because I recorded some stuff.
And so I said, "What are you doing, Bronya?" And she said, "I'm a princess." And I was like, I was like, "What are you doing?" And then she said, "I'm building robots in my lab." So I don't. So that's the first thing. I strongly suspect that girls who grow up now, very young girls at any rate, they don't have the same idea about princesses. And so the main thing I would say about that is what excites me is that, especially in role-playing games, in modern role-playing games, no parents have to modify the game so that their daughter can see themselves in it. These days, especially with a BioWare title, let's say, or an MMO, which is the type of role-playing game people far and away tend to play these days, they can make themselves in that game without any hacking. And so that pleases me. I think it's totally awesome to do, and I think it's interesting to see those old games in that swapped light. But I'm glad that we're getting to a point where we don't have to do that anymore. You know what I mean? We don't have to get like up to our elbows in this game to make it look like our daughters. I think that kids today don't have a real appetite for completely abstract work. I think that they like to know the things they're doing are connected to something else, that are connected either to their life or to their imagination or something like that. And you see that in Minecraft too. Like if he looked at an actual circuit, he might not appreciate it or enjoy it, let alone spend 8 hours on it. But
I'll come in and see, these doors that open up and close, and I'm like, that's really cool. And he's like, can I show you how I did it? And he breaks down the machinery behind it, and I have no idea. Like, it just blows me away.
So I think that the games that we have in the future, they're not going to be educational in the way that we think of like edutainment type games. Like that's one of the smartest things I thought Gabe Newell has said. Is just that, we're going to teach them using game. They're not even going to know.
Yeah.
They won't know at all. You know what I mean?
They're like insightful, funny, and you don't have to kind of know their stuff in order to get the references that make everything kind of funny.
Yeah, this was basically a big Q&A session, so they had 2 mics set up, and basically people would come up and ask questions or just kind of promote their own stuff.
People like doing that.
Yeah, but it was kind of cool. There were some questions or statements that like pertain to the webcomic or to their podcast or anything like that, and we don't really watch that or read that or anything, but the way that they answered was just hilarious.
Yeah, like they would still make it funny even if you didn't get the reference.
Yeah.
So
that was fun, and then after that we actually met up with Zargos,
which was
a fan of our show.
Yeah, a fan of our show, which is the first time we've ever met someone who's a fan of our show. So that was a lot of fun. We didn't get any video. We got a picture.
No, we got a picture, which was cool. That was really cool. Yeah.
Once again, like I told Zargos, this is our first time meeting a fan. Not like fan as in we're friends with them before and then they were a fan of our show, or we introduced them to the show. Like people we haven't met before who
actually watch our show on a regular basis. And,
yeah. Unless, like I said, Burnham is like, yeah, I actually met 4 fans, but I just never told you guys.
Yeah.
But
then that might have happened, but.
But yeah, then we just we did that. I think we went back and played Neverwinter again, and then we left and we drove.
Did we go see anything after Neverwinter? I think we just kind of buzzed.
Well, we played Hawking.
Yeah, Hawking and Neverwinter, and then we were just kind of like, it was very satisfying.
Yeah, we were kind of exhausted at that point, and like we'd seen everything, so we just decided to kind of head out. Well, also the expo hall closed really early that day.
Yeah.
So we could either stick around for another half an hour or we could leave then. So we left and we took a trip back from Boston to your house again, so that's where we are now. We slept in today. I don't know how late you slept in, but I was like until 3 p.m. I just out of it.
I got up at like 10 a.m. something like that.
I got up 5 hours later.
Yeah. So I got up, started playing Bastion, and yeah.
But yeah, so that's basically the end of the trip. I mean, we got today, we got tomorrow, and then I'm leaving on Wednesday, but we're not going to do a lot of footage of that. We're already going pretty long as is.
Yeah, and I think I'm just going to show you around my hometown and stuff.
Too boring, so.
And yeah, I don't know what we're doing tomorrow. So yeah,
That's basically the end of the trip. So we'll have some more shots of me going back and stuff like that. I think I'll talk a little bit more, but definitely hope you guys enjoyed coming along. This is kind of like an experiment for us because we're going to Everfree Northwest in July. It's going to be all 4 of us there.
yeah.
So it's kind of like an experiment to see not only your guys' reaction to see if we might do that for Everfree Northwest, but also just like its format of the video, editing, things like that.
Yep. Oh, we're an art podcast. We haven't showed, well, briefly showed the painting.
Do you want to go get it?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Did we? I swear we did at the very
Yeah, we did at the very beginning, but yeah. Art.
There we go. Yeah, so
Now it's
this is something that Bernd got you after Everfree Northwest last year.
Yeah.
And
He
then-
sent me a lot of stuff. It was
And then
fantastic.
took like 9 months to send.
We
So
love
yeah, you
it.
have that framed up on your wall now.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, you were wearing it yesterday. You were wearing the Dr. Doggle shirt yesterday.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Gosh, this is my Everfree radio.
So there's this, and then we saw a bit of League of Legends art being made.
Mhm.
But other than that, there's been like no art.
Yeah.
No like explicit art. Obviously games are a form of art, and
This
there's
is
a lot of
true.
art in games. But this is like the only explicit art. So yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Definitely give us feedback. Like, we always ask for feedback. This is something that we definitely want the most feedback about, so that we can get it right for Everfree Northwest. We'll be back next week with more art stuff. We took a break off this week whenever this is released. Again, I have no idea when this video is being released, but sometime. So yeah.
We also have no idea what Bernd and Pinky actually. We'll find out.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll see you guys later, and come back next week for visit us for more art.
And thank you guys for watching.
See ya.
Bye.
Hey guys, it's April 7th. I'm just finishing up all the editing over there on my computer for this episode, and I just wanted to throw something in there as kind of a post-PAX reflection. It was a fantastic time. I had a great time meeting Flutter Guy. The convention was awesome, as it always has been, and will be. PAX in general is just amazing. It's definitely a trip that was just so awesome, and that's part of the reason why we wanted to share it, just because we had such a great time, and I hope that I could kind of convey that. The video was a bit weird. We weren't as planned as maybe a professional video studio. Some shots were messed up or blurred or whatever, but we just wanted to throw something together for you guys, and yeah, just wanted to have fun with it. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you didn't, we'll be back next week with our regular art shenanigans, so don't worry about that. And yeah, I think that's it. So again, hope you enjoyed the video. Whether or not you're on live stream or on YouTube, we love you all the same. My name is Rainbow Plasma, and we'll see you guys next week.